Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, and he's going to go down again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hooker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Alert 3.
A 1st carry now. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Come on, man.
3rd and 3. 319.
Come on, man.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check. Get 300. Get 300.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56. Max 56.
On play action, Rodgers buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Rashawn Gary. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
319. 56. Watch the screen. Over.
Rodgers now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 319.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
50. He's checking crowd. 319.
Now Rodgers running the option right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ooh. That's not fair.
319.
Watch the curve.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give it to Williams, running right. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Kill.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He sets to fire. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Delta. 6, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yellow. Long right. Check. 42's the mark. 15.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Dean Lowry. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Breeland. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Inside.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, 43 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. He's going to let, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Easy. 26.
56.
Hey, Sue.
Check 56.
Run.
You might be getting tired.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check three.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
No, I'm not done. No.
The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Man, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Sorry. I'm going to sleep. shit. It's the only nigga you go to. Sad. Sacks on this nigga. Fuck that. I'm good. I don't want that. You say I'm offline. That could be. That's two of them.
It's lonely on top of the throne.